Hi, my name is Jess. Welcome back to my channel, Books Past Bedtime. I made myself some tea. This is actually sleepy time tea, which maybe wasn't the best idea considering what this video is, but it's what I felt like, so that's what I made. So as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. I really love doing these, not only because I think they're really fun, but also because they always do well on my channel. The last one I did, honestly, was like a year ago, I think. And the previous one, like a year before that, I think I seem to do one a summer, which I would like to start doing more, but that's not the point. Anyway, I was planning to start today at like 10 p.m. It's like a little bit after 7 right now. I feel like I will probably just start now because I'm in the mood to start now, and I'll probably just go till 10 tomorrow still. So the goal is to read as much as I can over the next 24 hours. I'm not very good at forgoing to sleep, so I will likely sleep. My plan is to sleep from like 12 to 5 or 12 to 6, something like that, like minimum sleep, but still sleep so that I can function. And I do have a bit of an idea of what I'm going to read, so let's go collect. Okay, here's my stack. It looks a little bit ambitious, but honestly, I think that it's doable. First of all, my main priority is to finish my reread of the Heartstopper series. I reread Volume 1 rather, I think back in April. I think it was the end of April. It was like right after the show came out because I was feeling a reread. So I'm going to continue doing that. So I have Volume 2, 3, and 4 here, and 4 I have never actually read before. So I'm super excited to finally read Volume 4. But yeah, that is my first plan. I will probably start with that tonight. And since I'm starting early, I hope I can do at least both of these tonight before I go to sleep. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. That's the first plan. And then I have 2 queer middle grade books. It's still June, so it's Pride Month, so I'm still reading gay books. Not that I don't do that all the time anyway, but you know what I mean. And I have Pet by Kwake Emeze, which is a middle grade fantasy with a trans main character. I should be able to fly through this. I've kind of been saving it for a readathon. It's only 203 pages, so hopefully I'll be able to bang this out in like 2 or 3 hours. And same goes for King and the Dragonflies by Keeson Calendar. This is a magical realism middle grade. It follows a young boy who's coming to terms with his sexuality while at the same time he's going through grief because his brother recently died, and I think that he believes that his brother has come back to life, kind of been reincarnated in the form of a dragonfly. This book is 259 pages, so again, hopefully I can fly through it in a couple of hours. Another book that I am hoping to get to is another graphic novel, actually, so it should be super quick, and that is Genderqueer. This is basically a nonfiction memoir graphic novel about coming out as genderqueer. I have that. It's actually on Kindle Unlimited if you're interested, so I have it on my Kindle or my iPad, whatever. So those like 6 things are my priority TBR, and I don't know why I shouldn't be able to get through them because I think my last 24-hour readathon I ended up reading like 12 hours during the 24 hours approximately. So this should take me 2, this should take me 2, this should take me 2, 3, so that's 12 right there, math. But hopefully I can also read genderqueer. And for some reason I am just like a reading machine. I'm currently in the middle of A Marvelous Light by Freya Marksy. I'm like 40% into this one. I'm reading it for another reading vlog, so I'm not super gonna push myself to read it in this vlog because I'm, already vlogging about it, but I wouldn't hate making some progress in that. It's a fun time so far. It is a male-male fantasy romance set in like a England that has this magical underground, and one of the characters gets cursed and they're trying to get the curse off of him. Now that I'm talking about it, I really want to read it. I'm gonna focus on my other pile, but this is here if I need it. That is my plan. Yeah, it is almost 7:30, so I might wait until like the exact moment of 7:30 to start my little vlog, or start my timer rather. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Okay, it's 8:30 and I finished Heartstopper Volume 2. It was amazing. 5 stars. It was interesting reading Volume 2 after watching the TV show because after rereading Volume 1, it was so similar to the TV show, like frame for frame, pretty much the whole entire thing. Whereas there's a lot more differences between Volume 2 and the TV show. Honestly, in my opinion, I think they're good differences. I think they make the TV show really interesting because it's more adding things than like taking away things. Like in the TV show, there is kind of like a third act conflict between Charlie and Nick where there's not that in this book at all. The TV show also added the like triple date and various things, but like the beach scene, and especially when Nick comes out to his mom, there's just nothing better. It's just so freaking cute. I love that scene so much. I was like almost about to cry, but this book is super sweet and I'm so happy I reread it, and that definitely did not take me as long as I thought it was going to. So I'm trying to decide if I want to hop right into the third volume or if I want to take a little bit of a break and read something else. Like if I want to actually try and get one of the middle grade books done tonight before I go to sleep, since I probably have time to do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I might actually read King and the Dragonflies next and try and knock this one out before I go to sleep so that I have some more graphic novels tomorrow when I'm like running out of steam, is my thought process. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We cannot read with the dust jacket on. Anyone who could do that is a psychopath, just saying. I just got to page 140. I'm on chapter 10. It is 9:45, so I've been reading for like an hour and 15 minutes. So that's pretty good progress for this book. It's obviously middle grade, so there's not a lot of words on the page, so I can read it a lot quicker, but it is very good so far. It's basically following this kid named King, and King recently lost his brother, which he is still dealing with. It's very hard on him. They were really close. It's really hard on his parents as well. The whole family's just kind of grieving. It's only been about 3 months. And we come to find out too that King, prior to his brother passing away, had this friend named Sandy. All of the kids are like 12 or 13, I think is the age range, but Sandy came out to King, and King's brother Khalid, before he passed away, saw them together and knew and heard that Sandy was gay, or somehow knew, and so he told King that he shouldn't be friends with Sandy anymore because King wouldn't want other people to think he was also gay. So King, especially after Khalid died, wanted to like honor what his brother said, and he really like admired his brother and misses his brother, so he decided not to be friends with Sandy anymore, which really sucks because Sandy was a very good friend to him. King starts to notice like a lot of misogynistic things that his dad in particular seems to say to him. He is a black man and has very specific expectations of like what it means to be a black man, like saying things to King like men don't cry and men don't help in the kitchen, and like just some different things. We can kind of see how Khalid's death has affected King's dad, though. There's like some hope that change might be coming to him as well, but of course things like that are hard to unlearn. But at the beginning of this book, we find out that King's friend Sandy has gone missing, and King was the last person to see him. So there's kind of a mystery going on, and King is like trying to grapple with the fact that they're no longer friends and that he was not the best of a friend to Sandy, trying to deal with that and why he might have gone missing and where he might be. It is really good so far. I can see myself definitely having a bit of a cry in the last, I think I have 120 pages left. I think it's 260. I can definitely see this hitting super hard. It's already had some scenes where I'm like, oh my gosh, just like a knife to the gut. So I am gonna take a quick break though. I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I think it's just because I've been in the same position for so long. So I think that I'm going to get up and like wash my face and brush my teeth and get ready for bed and then finish the rest of this in bed. And I might take the third volume of Heartstopper with me as well. Do we think that I can finish 2 more books before midnight? I don't know. I think it's possible because I have like an hour left of this one, and approximately I might be able to finish the third volume of Heartstopper in an hour. So, and it's 9:45. I think I might be able to do it. Depends on if I can stay awake, I think, more than anything. So that's the plan, and I will check in with you later. Oh, I also wanted to say that I forgot to say this in my intro, but another reason that I really want to do this challenge is because I am currently, I believe, 5 books behind my Goodreads reading goal for the year. I'm trying to do my personal best of 200 books this year, and I was doing really good in the beginning of the year, but the last couple of months I have not been reading as much. June has been a good reading month for me so far, but I would really like to get this goal caught up completely by the end of this readathon. That is a large goal. Actually, I would like to be like 1 or 2 books ahead, ideally. I did finish a book earlier today before I started this vlog. I read Home Field Advantage by Dahlia Adler, so this will actually be 1 higher and now 2 higher because I reread volume 2 of Heartstopper. So I will keep you updated on the goal progress as well as we proceed. So yes, I'm gonna get in bed. All right, so I found out that Noelle and Rachel and I think Christine and Monique are doing reading sprints, so I am hopped on those, now in bed in my pajamas. I'm probably gonna turn on my fan, so I might not be back with like a talking update. I'm gonna get in bed and continue reading King of the Dragonflies. I just got my shit rocked by that book. Oh my god. I don't know if you could tell that I was sobbing in the time lapse, but I was sobbing. Full on ugly crying. Holy shit. This book was super good and powerful. I don't feel like I have my thoughts all in order, but I will likely rate this 5 stars. Probably cry myself to sleep tonight. Oh my god. Okay. It's all good. I'm good. I'm fine. It was just really getting me seeing King's dad, the changes in his dad, and how he came to like accept King and be there for him and be a good dad. And you know that like he just has so much generational trauma, but that he loves his son so much and wants to relearn his worldview for him. And I'm gonna make myself cry again. It was just a very like realistic, real story, and just hit me where it hurts, man. Oh my god. It was really, really very good. Very bittersweet in the end, but like in a good way. Ugh, just too real for me. So if I have more coherent thoughts in the morning, I might talk more about it, but 5 stars for sure. I can't believe it's taken me so long to read this book. It's been on my shelves for like a long time. Too long. So super good. And now I feel very drained. So I might just try and go to sleep now. I'm not sure. I do have... Oh, there we go. I guess talking about sleep is making me want to go to sleep. So I think... What? I don't even know. Alright, it's currently 11:30, so I think that I'm gonna try and sleep now. And hopefully wake up. Maybe I'll try and wake up at like 5:30. Get like a good 6 hours then of sleep. Since I did already finish 2 books, I mean, that's pretty good. So I think I'll do that, and then I'll pick back up with another volume of Heartstopper in the morning to wake up. That's the plan. Okay, good night. It's not a very dramatic transition because I still have my fairy lights on. Good morning. I overslept. Who's surprised? Not me. So it's almost 9 right now, and I just made myself breakfast, and I am obviously gonna eat it. And then I think I'm gonna start my day with Genderqueer, the graphic novel, on my iPad, because that's not super easy to read outside. And I think I'm gonna go, after I finish that, outside to the pool and sit outside and read. It's actually really nice outside. It was supposed to be raining today, but since it is not, I'm gonna go and capitalize on that. So I'll probably take Heartstopper out there to read, and I will spend my day out there because that sounds great to me. I have pretty much all day to read. I think I have like 10 hours left of my readathon. I said I was gonna go to 10 tonight, but plans have changed. I'm now gonna go to dinner with Rachel and Casey, so I'm gonna end it at 7:30. So it was good I started it at 7:30 because that's perfect timing. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. I will be back with updates as I have them. Someone is like mowing or weed whacking or something outside, so I'm sorry if you can hear it. But I did finish Genderqueer by Maya Kobabe, and it was really good. 5 out of 5 stars. This is a great 24-hour reading vlog. Everything I've read so far has been 5 out of 5 stars. Amazing. This is Maya's graphic memoir coming out as Genderqueer. It was just a fascinating read, something that I think everyone should read. It was definitely like very helpful in seeing someone's personal experience, discovering gender and expression, and how difficult it is not to fit into like the norm that is pushed on everyone. It was a super good book. I can't imagine writing it anything other than 5 stars. The art was also beautiful. I really loved it. It was great. And now it is right after 10, so that took me like an hour. I think I'm first gonna update my Goodreads really quick just so we can see the progress I'm making with my reading goal and getting that back up to back on track. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and I'll like film that and put myself in it. And then I'm gonna change and go to the pool, and I will probably bring Heartstopper Volume 3 with me. I might bring Volume 4 as well, or should I bring Pet? I don't know. I will bring maybe all of them and decide once I get down there. But first, let's update my Goodreads really quick. Okay, so as we can see right here, 6 books behind schedule. It shouldn't be that bad though, because I think I finished 4 in the last little bit. So let's update this. I was currently reading this book like I mentioned it yesterday. Finished with it now. Finished it yesterday before I started my little thing. I think this was like a 3.5 star for me. All right, that book is reviewed, and now I am only 5 books behind schedule, 89 read. I know that I had most of these on my June TBR, so I'm gonna go there. I usually just mark all of them as currently reading because I find that to be the easiest way to do it, so that is what I'm going to do. Oh, also A Dowry of Blood would be a good one to read today if I have time because it's very quick. So 3, King of the Dragonflies, Genderqueer, and Heartstopper Volume 2. I think that's everything. Okay, King of the Dragonflies. Currently reading. Genderqueer, currently reading. I also didn't realize that Genderqueer was one of the books that has been like very controversial about being banned in schools and school libraries and things. I definitely don't think it should be banned. I would say that it's probably inappropriate for elementary and middle school kids to read just because it does have some graphic like sexual content in it, but I definitely don't think that it should be kept from high schoolers by any means. I think that high schoolers would actually find a lot of good and a lot of comfort in this book if they are struggling with their gender. I mean, banning books is just stupid in general, but I saw one review that said indoctrination. No, this is one person's personal experience. I don't know how you can think that. I'm preaching to the choir here because I know none of you think like that, but Heartstopper Volume 2 I read yesterday, obviously someone changed the date. And then this was my original review. Nick and Charlie are my life now. All right, that one is read and reviewed. That was my 90th book read for the year. Now only 4 books behind schedule. Update this one, 5 stars. I'm not writing like official reviews. If you follow me on Goodreads, I just like to put down some thoughts so I can kind of remember my feelings about the book. And then finally, I can update this one, which I read today. Another 5 stars. I can't believe that I have literally all 3 books I've read so far have been 5 stars. All right, and now we have officially updated our reading challenge. I am now only 2 books behind schedule, which hopefully I will rectify today. I definitely should, because at the bare minimum, I will finish these 2, and then I will be on track. And hopefully I will also finish Pet, and so I'll be a book ahead. So now I'm gonna go down to the pool. Well, I'm gonna get my swimsuit on first and some sunscreen, and I'm gonna go to the pool and we will read down there for a bit. So yeah. Hello, so I came in from the pool. I spent about 2.5 hours out there, and I did finish Heartstopper Volume 3 while I was out there. 5 out of 5 stars. So precious, so cute, so perfect. Loved it so much, and can't wait to see that version adapted. And I love in the adaptation how we're like hinting at things that are to come in this, that happened in this 3rd volume in the comic. And I just really feel like the TV show is going to do a great job. So I'm very excited, and it was a lot of fun rereading it. It's the first time I've ever reread the 3rd volume, so loved it. Iconic, perfect, beautiful. And then I got about halfway through Pet by Kwake Meze. This is a fantasy story. It's kind of set in a postmodern time, like it's supposed to be in the future, in the society where they've eradicated all monsters, aka all bad people. Everyone kind of just like lives in harmony and everyone's nice. We're following our main character, Jam, and her mother is a painter. And one of Jam's mother's paintings comes to life and produces this creature named Pet, who says he's there to hunt the monsters. But Jam is confused because there's supposed to be no monsters now in the society, but I think she's going to find out that there are still monsters hanging around. It's really good so far. The writing was a little bit hard to get into at first, but I was hitting a stride when I came in. I came in because it's like 2 p.m. and I need to eat lunch because I'm hungry. And it's also supposed to start raining here any minute, so I was like, I just went ahead and took a shower because I figured I wouldn't go back out since it will likely be raining. But of course, since I took a shower, it won't rain. So I could have gone back out, but oh well, whatever. So I'm gonna make a salad. I'm gonna make some like a Cobb salad, make some chicken to put on it. I might also make some guacamole because I know that I have a avocado in the fridge that should probably be used. So I think I'll probably make the guacamole first so that I can snack on it while my chicken is cooking. So that is my plan. And I probably will start listening to A Little Light Mischief. I think it's by Cat Sebastian on audio because I have it on Hoopla and it's super short. The audiobook, like full speed length, what is like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. So I will probably speed it up to like 2.5 and knock it out in like an hour. So I'm going to listen to that while I am cooking, and that's the plan. All right, I made and ate my lunch, and I did finish A Little Light Mischief by Cat Sebastian. This was a fun female-female historical romance. It was a novella, so it was super short. It was not the best developed because it was a novella. I didn't really feel like I had enough time to like spend with the characters to really understand their personalities and why they liked one another and why they were attracted to one another. But it was a cute, fun time. There's nothing wrong with it other than that being a little bit too short. And in the story, it's basically this lady's maid and her employer's guest, I guess, that's staying at her house have a little bit of a fling. Alice, who is the guest, it turns out she kind of had a fall from grace and she was cast off from her family because she was harassed by this man and no one believed her that his advances were unwanted. So she was kind of blacklisted from her family and kept from her inheritance that her mother left her. And so her and Molly team up to kind of get her due. They do a little heist to get back some money for her, fall in love along the way. It was really cute and fun. It's like a 3-star read. It was really nothing special. It was a fun time, but it wasn't long enough for me to rate it higher than a 3-star because I just didn't spend enough time with the characters. And now it is like 3:30, so I have 4 hours left of my readathon, and I think that I can definitely finish Heartstopper Volume 4 and Pet. So that's the plan. I'm going to do that. And I also have A Dowry of Blood on audio on Hoopla, so I could read that one as well. But yeah, that's the plan. Cue the time lapse. Okay, I just finished volume 4. Oh, it's so good. It was so good. My heart. It's 4:45, so it took me just like a little bit over an hour, but it was really good. This one focused a lot on Charlie's mental health and Nick kind of learning about how he can be there for Charlie, but Charlie kind of has to like guide his own recovery. It definitely was a little bit harder hitting than the rest of the volumes, but it definitely still had a focus on like the positive, on recovery and acceptance and queer joy and happiness, and it was so sweet, and I just love them so much. They're so cute. I can't. Oh my gosh. Also, Tori in this volume is fucking hilarious. I love her anyway, but she's so good in this volume. Like, Nick's brother is being a little shit, and Tori just like is not having it. And she knocks him down a peg. She's great. I love her so much. It makes me like want to reread Solitaire. I didn't love Solitaire, but I don't really, maybe I'll just read a summary or something of it to kind of just like remind myself of what happens in Tori's story. So yeah, this was very good. 5 stars, of course. So, this is the 6th book I finished in this reading vlog. That's amazing. I think it is. Cool. So, I really feel like painting my nails. So, I think I'm going to do that. And I think while I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to A Dowry of Blood on audio. That is the plan. I have 2.5 hours left of my readathon. I definitely would like to finish Pet, and I think I can. I have 100 pages of this left. That should only take me like an hour and a half, so I'm gonna spend the next maybe like hour painting my nails and letting them dry, and then finish this up hopefully before the end of the readathon. So that's the plan. Okay, it is 7:20 and it's perfect timing because I just finished Pet by Kwaki Emeze. I'm not quite sure what to rate it. It was a bit of a strange read. I think that I would probably give it like a 4-star. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards. It was really good. Very interesting, like, take on a potential like future world and how people can think that we've made so much progress and everything is fine now, but really it just like blinds you to the fact that evil is never fully eradicated and there's always going to be something scary going on in the world, I guess, is kind of the message of the book. So I did really like it, and I thought it was a good book for like younger readers. I loved all the casual queerness in it. It was perfect for Pride Month read. Obviously our main character is trans. Her best friend has parents who are in a polyamorous relationship, which was really cool to see. So I really enjoyed it. I think I'll probably give it 4-star just because it was a little weird and like not the perfect book for me, you know, but I thought it was good. And I also did start A Dowry of Blood. I am like 40% into the audiobook of that one. It's only 5 hours, so it's pretty short. While I was painting my nails, it's very interesting. It's like a vampire type deal. It like centers this girl named Costanza. I don't know what the fuck her name is, but she gets made into a vampire, and she's like this guy's like wife and consort, but then he invites another woman into their marriage, and that's kind of where we're at right now. He seems kind of not good and evil, and I think the concept of the book is that our main character teams up with the other wives to like take down her husband or something. That sounds fun and cute, so hopefully that will be the direction it goes in because I like that idea. We always love taking down men. This readathon's pretty much over. I'll probably keep listening to A Dowry of Blood in the car. I'm going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings with Casey and Rachel, so I'm excited to see them. I'm just putting a little bit of makeup on really quick. Not for you guys, not for the video, but I am doing it for my real life friends, so... I will probably come back tomorrow with like an overall wrap up of like how many pages I read, and I'll update my Goodreads for the final time and things because I don't really have time to do that before I go to dinner, but I will come back out on here and do that tomorrow. But this was overall a very successful 24-hour readathon. Pet was my 7th book. I read the 3 volumes of Heartstopper. No, I think it was my 6th book. Yeah. No, it was my 7th. It was my 7th book. Wow. I think that is a new record for me. Granted, I did read a lot of graphic novels, but you know, I'm very proud of myself. I think I did great. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with my official wrap up. Hello, so it is a couple days later, but I did want to hop on here and just give my final wrap up of my 24-hour readathon. It was definitely super successful. I would say I probably read for like 12 to 14 hours over the course of the 24, so pretty good for me because I did have a full night's sleep. in there because I just cannot stay up all night to save my life. I did finish 7 things during the readathon. Here are the 5 that I read physically. So I read these 3 graphic novels plus another one, a novella, and then these 2 middle grade books. So as far as my wrap up goes, I read volumes 2, 3, and 4 of Heartstopper, gave them a full 5 stars, loved them to death. It was so fun rereading them. I know that I said I didn't think that I had read the 4th volume before, but now that I read it, I'm pretty sure that I did. I think I was just confused because I read them before online. They weren't separated up into volumes like this, but I'm pretty sure I actually have read this one. So these were all rereads for me, but they were all a full 5 stars. I loved rereading them. It was so much fun. I'm glad I finally got around to them in this readathon. And then the 4th graphic novel I read was Genderqueer by Maya Kobabe, which was a memoir about growing up queer and questioning your gender and how you identify. It was really good. A full 5 stars for this one as well. Then I also read the middle grade King and the Dragonflies by Casey Callender. This was a book about a young boy dealing with grief after his brother passed away and also coming to terms with his sexuality as he's coming of age. Super good. This book wrecked my shit, as you saw earlier. I absolutely loved it. This will probably end up in my favorites of the year. It was a full 5 stars. Loved it to death. And then I also did finish Pet by Kwaki Emeze. This I really enjoyed, but it wasn't a full 5 stars for me. It was like a 4-star. Just didn't have that 5-star feeling for me, and there were a couple of things that didn't totally work, but I did really like this one. One of my favorite parts about this book was the friendship between Jam, our main character, and her best friend Redemption. I just really liked the dynamic of a male-female friendship that was like completely platonic. It was just very sweet, and you like rarely see that, I feel like, in books, and I really enjoyed them just being like complete, utter, dedicated, loyal friends to one another. I just thought that was so precious, and this book definitely dealt with some heavier topics. I think it kind of like bridges the gap between middle grade and YA. It's super, super good. I loved this book. I thought it was excellent and a very strong 4-star for me. And then the final thing that I finished was A Little Light Mischief by Kat Sebastian. This was a female-female Regency romance novella. I really liked it. I thought it was a fun time, but it was too short to be super impactful, so I ended up giving it, I think I said 3.5 stars. It's like a 3.5 star. So I did want to update my Goodreads really quick because I've been waiting to do that, and we will see. I feel like since it's been a day or 2 since I actually finished these books that I'm just going to be like on track for my reading goal and not ahead anymore, but you know, progress is progress, so whatever. And I have not finished a book since I finished Pet, but you know, it'll happen. It'll happen. Okay. All right. So here we go. I have all of the books that I read already in my currently reading here. Honestly, I don't remember what order I read them in, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm finished. It was a very great review that I wrote when I originally read this. Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, Heartstopper Volume 3 is updated in there. Still says 3 books behind schedule, so I'm definitely just going to be on track, but that's alright. Alright, that one is done. A Little Light Mischief is updated, and now I just have to update Pet and alright, my Goodreads is updated and it still says I'm 1 book behind schedule. I'm so depressed. I think if I had actually updated it when I finished 2 days ago, it would be up to date, but it is what it is. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. Definitely follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads, all of that good stuff. And also like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel to see more bookish content from me. And that is going to be all for this video today. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.